Hi, GDDP Silver Tier Part 2 time! The second half has a lot to live up to because the first half is absolutely nuts. Is the second half as good as the first? Let's find out! Starting with Ouchie! Pain Elemental is a textbook Lugia level, which means it's quality. The gameplay works, the decoration has aged remarkably, which isn't surprising considering it's made by Lugia, and it wouldn't have been my first pick, which is a good thing. As a more unique entry into the Silver Tier, this works very well, and I think that it's very well made and put together. I'll give this level my seal of approval for being a bit wacky, but still a very good pick. Wow, that was like doing a speedrun of the first entry on the list. Moving on by fast, the next level is made by Laser Blitz. Lightning speed is excellent. Laser Blitz brings a very common W, like always. Besides it looking like pure sex, I don't have a lot to say about this level. I just think it's a very good modern Laser Blitz level with a lot more experimentation than we are used to from him. I'll give this my seal of approval. What a surprise. Anyway, I hope you don't have arachnophobia because we are looking at spiders. Araneo, in full caps, is a very high-end hard demon with a lot of spider gameplay and some very awkward points here and there. Also, this wave is very annoying. That being said, this is a solid enough level with a lot of very gameplay ideas, including memory, which is always Poggies. I do think this is pretty misplaced, with this being easily harder than almost every single other level on this list, especially considering it's on the hard demon list. And with that I mean the hard demon list, not the hardest demon list, the hardest hard demon list. It's not confusing at all. What do you mean? I give this my seal of approval because this should be probably either the second last or the absolute last level in this entire tier. If I were you, I'd be careful because the next level is suffering from anger issues. Hell yeah! Just like your mama jokes, Deadly Clubstep is a classic, with it being one of the main catalysts for the existence of Elite Z Rebirth, which is something not even Eker Hacker version 2 can say. Anyway, fuck this level. It's very unbalanced, insanely frustrating and inconsistent. I really don't like this level, and I beat it on high refresh rate. Yeah, sure, there's memory and ship, which I'm usually a big fan of, but in this level it's just done so poorly, and I can't stand it. If you do decide to go for this, I would recommend beating Deadly Clubstep easy first, because that is a separate rated level, which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, no thanks. This gets my seal of removal, which is the first one in this entire tier, which is ridiculously impressive. I would put something like Forest Temple here instead, which is just a better level overall in pretty much every single aspect. Speaking of nature, let's go into the Caverns. Now this is a level that people are split on. I personally think it's pretty good, though it's a bit boring. It continues the trend of there being a lot of pretty good levels in this tier that are notable for being well known. Okay, at first the duel is very awkward, I'll be completely honest there. Though it does get consistent, it's a bit annoying to learn. The Caverns is just an overall solid pick with some glaring issues here and there. This is also pretty hard for a hard demon, but fits just right here, at least in my opinion. This level gets my seal of approval. I like it. The next level is Clickbait. You're not at the top of anything, bro. This is a very unorthodox level with a lot of rainbow design and whack-ass gameplay. Plus it's memory, so that's very epic. Most of the levels in this tier are classic GD levels, so having something slightly out of left field is pretty cool. Either way, I do like this level. And I can see the gameplay not being the most popular in this tier, but I really don't care. Yeah, I'll give it a seal of approval, why not? Anyway, I'ma play Mario Kart real quick. Double Dash, being a very good Mario Kart game, is probably the best level on the GDDP that I don't like. I think it is very fair that it is on the GDDP, but I myself really have never liked this level. Though the quality is kinda undeniable, I have really never liked this, and I probably never will. I will reluctantly give this level my seal of approval because of how well liked it is though. Either way, it's not that electrifying. Zap is a mega collab by the Geostorm team, which is very epic. A level that is basically two different levels, one for the coin route and one for the regular Joe Schmo, is very cool. Though the balancing is a bit strange here and there, and this level can lag like a bitch on lower end devices, I still think this is a very solid pick for the GDDP. The decoration looks incredible for the time, so why not put it in here? I'll give this my seal of approval, why not? So far so good, we'll check again overnight. This is just an easier version of Stalemate Redux while not being the original. Like, I've not beaten Stalemate Redux, but I have beaten the original Stalemate, and I really don't like it, gameplay-wise. And guess what? Neither do I like this level that much gameplay-wise. This is the one level I had never heard of before writing and scripting this. I just really don't like any of the Stalemate levels gameplay-wise. I think the intensity that they give is very good, but the gameplay is often just so fucking unbalanced and annoying. But I can't deny that they give very good practice for longer singular gameplay sections, so to speak. Because of the segmented nature of this level, I don't think there's much that can replace it in this tier. So I will give it a seal of approval, a bit reluctantly. I hope this gives you sparkling hope for my opinions being not that biased. Bro, of all my circles levels you could have chosen in this difficulty range, you choose this one? Why? This is the easiest decision in this entire tier because I've beaten every single hard, medium, and easy Demon 9 Circles level, and I personally think this one is kinda terrible. It's exhausting to play from zero because the balancing is so unbelievably bad. I know I keep ragging on the balancing with these levels, but that's pretty much the only criticism I have for a lot of them. This one though, it's also very buggy. On top of that, I don't even think this level looks as good as a lot of the other contemporaries in the more modern 9 Circles levels world, so to speak. I give this my seal of removal, and I'd put FNAF base here instead, which is probably the best hard Demon 9 Circles level that is also pretty tough. On top of that, it is based on FNAF, which is a far more heavenly theme after all. Eternal Vehemence is a very long hard demon, which is a recipe for disaster. I know, don't worry, I'm very aware. I hate Excel levels overall, so I do not have the good credentials to grade this on anything. All I can say is that it's a decently put together Excel level that is at least not future funk. On top of that, there is a severe lack of competition in this range, which is logical because nobody wants to make a hard demon Excel level. The only thing it's competing with are the shitty Jonathan Excel levels, really. You could say it's competing with stuff like the Furious, but that is far more skill-based and far shorter than this is. So for a supreme lack of competition, I will give this my seal of approval, which is very funny to me. And I mean, changing it to something else like Larga Espera by Nacho21, for example, I think would not be the biggest mastermind of a change. Wow, look, Heinz part 40 or something. This level is excellent because it's a Heinz memory level that was made pretty decently recently for his standards. It also maybe looks the best out of any Heinz level, which is a very high bar to clear, I can't even lie. I will give this my seal of approval because what else can I say? It's just a stellar level. Though I do have to disappoint you guys, this is the only Heinz level on this side of the list. Anyway, Diffuse is a great Heinz level. Wait, this is a very, very hard demon, which isn't a tongue twister at all, don't worry. Of course, I don't need to explain if this level is good or not, even though it's very tough and very skill-based. It's made by Heinz, so it is very good. I give this my seal of approval, because do I have to explain why? Especially for the last level of this tier, I don't think they could have picked much better. Okay, so that was also very good. Not quite as good as the first half, but it was still very good. This is easily the best tier in the GDDP right now. There isn't even one tier that comes close to how stupidly put together this one is. Is the gold tier going to challenge the newly acquired throne? Well, that's for next time.